everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss any of my uploads. On my channel, I love reviewing, recommending, and vlogging all things pertaining to my love of books. So if that pertains to you, don't be afraid to join our bookish community here on YouTube. I feel like it's so weird doing a sit-down video again because I feel like it's been ages since I did a sit-down video, which it's probably not, but nonetheless, here I am sitting down sharing with you all today's video, which is a mini book haul, but it's an intentional book haul because right now Barnes & Noble is having this huge sale on many of their books. So I thought it would be helpful to share with you all what books I got from their sale and see if you all want to go to Barnes & Noble's and buy you a book. This is not a sponsorship. I just wanted to put you all on game on the sale that they're having and see if you can get a discount, you know, for some of your favorite books if you have them or have been eyeing them, because I certainly did in this haul. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing today. I hope you all are having a wonderful and fantastic day. I love watching these videos on YouTube. I love watching hauls and book hauls in general because I can always just sit down and listen to what books are people getting, what new releases are out, and also if someone I'm watching has a similar book taste, what books that I might be interested in. Hopefully this book haul video does the same for you and that you enjoy this experience. These are always my favorite videos to film because I always have a chance to update you all and tell you all why I choose a book and why I think they're interesting to me. So if you have similar book tastes to me, hopefully this list also helps you kind of narrow down your search if you do end up going to buy anything from the sale. But yeah, let's just get into this book haul video. All the links to connect with me, join my Patreon, my Amazon wishlist, and all the other relevant things that pop up, like the description and synopsis of all these books that I mentioned, will be in the description box for your reference. But let's talk and reach our many endings. So I have to preface this video with saying that I did not intend for this to happen. I didn't intend to buy as many books as I bought, and I didn't really know that Barnes & Noble's was having a sale. I specifically came in for one book, and then, you know, as always, I spiraled. That one book I came to Barnes & Noble's for was Redemptor by Jordan Ifuko, and this is the sequel to Raybearer. And if you didn't know, Raybearer was one of my favorite reads last year. Redemptor releases this week, actually, and so I was super excited that I picked this up early and got to read it. I'm planning to do another reread of Raybearer and just infuse myself back into the world before I get into this book. I absolutely love the world, I love the characters, and I love the magic system that happened in book one. There were so many intricate details about the world, the way people were interconnected, there's mind-speaking magic that was happening that I absolutely love. Looking forward to reading Redemptor. I am just really excited, y'all. I wish I got this as an ARC, but nonetheless, it's finally here, and many wishes and congratulations to Jordan. If you haven't read Raybearer yet and you love YA, you love magic systems, that is definitely a book for you. So I'm very much looking forward to reviewing and telling you all about my read of Redemptor soon. It was not in my August TBR, which you can watch up here, by the way, if you missed it, but I really hope I read this month because it's just so stunning. I mean, literally look at this cover, y'all. I can't even. The gold foiling gets me every single time. I mean, it's like anytime I walk into a bookstore, any book with gold foiling catches my eye. So I'm not mad at it. From what I know about Redemptor, we still follow the same cast of characters, but there is more magic in that the main character is now taken into the underworld, and there's like haunting and child spirits that's going on in this plot, and there are assassination attempts on her, and I'm just so excited. I honestly am just so excited. And the fact that this is the end of the story of Raybearer, because I believe it's only a duology, so yes, I just can't wait to dive into this. And if you all already have this book, I hope that you enjoy this read as well. But yes, that was the one book that I went to Barnes & Noble's for, and I came out with 6 more books. So here's the mini book haul that I have following my buy of Redemptor. Like I said, Barnes & Noble's is having this huge sale for a limited time. I don't remember the dates, but I'll put it in text right here for you if I do find it. That sale is so large. I got so many books for about the same price that I would buy for 4 books usually. so I was very, very pleased with myself. And I was super excited about it because so many of the books that were on sale or had a deal for them were books that I have been eyeing for forever. I was never convinced enough that I would like it in order to buy it full price. So this sale just blew that out of the park and I splurged clearly. The first book that I picked up for this book haul in part of the sale was Bonecryer's Moon, and I have been eyeing this book for the longest time. It's been on my wish list for the longest time. I never knew what it was about, but I loved the cover and I just wanted it, y'all. You know, that's just how it goes. But as the title says, this book follows Bonecryers who have the ability to ferry or take spirits onto their next life. However, in order to harbor this type of magic, you have to make a sacrifice to the gods in order to be that chain and that liaison between life and death. In this book, the main character is about to take her rite of passage and her sacrifice to be the matriarch of the Bonecryers. However, that sacrifice has to be specific. And of course, as all books, her sacrifice needs to be the boy that she loves. So we're in this complicated mix already from the jump, and I absolutely adored that when I read the synopsis at Barnes & Noble. I love plots where the main character has to kill the person they love. It's morbid, it's dark, but you know, that's usually what I like. But the boy that she loves is on his own mission, so the night of her ritual and her rite of passage, their lives get intertwined between life and death, and thus births this book, and I cannot be more unprepared but prepared to read this book. But to make it even more complicated, here enters the best friend who's trying to resolve all these issues and break the bond between the two of them before all three of them die. So I love it. I mean, it's the sacrifice of a person that you love, and enters the best friend who just muddles everything together and makes a mess of things, and then it's the drama. It's really truly the drama that I crave. But interestingly enough, this is also a duology, so book 2 I did not see at Barnes & Noble's, and I did not see it in the sales section, so I don't know if that is a part of the sales or maybe I was just sold out at my Barnes & Noble's, but I really hope that I like this so that I can be tempted to buy book 2 to like read the end of the duology. So yes, here we are. And on the theme of sacrifice, the next book that I picked up is The Unspoken Name. I haven't seen too many people talk about this. I've seen pictures of it on Twitter when I was on it like months and months and months ago. By the way, I don't use Twitter anymore, so it's primarily Instagram, and even I'm not very great at uploading all the time, but I just want to let y'all know that. Yes, I've seen this cover circle around a few places, so I was like, it's on sale, might as well get it. But more so, when I read the synopsis at Barnes & Noble's, I was like, okay, sacrifice, I can dig it, okay? So in this book, the main character grew up in this death cult where they use really, really old magic, and on her 14th birthday, she's set to sacrifice herself in order to please the gods. Before she does that, she's intercepted by a sorcerer who gives her a different faith and path to walk down, and she has to choose between going and sacrificing herself to the gods, or she can help him reclaim his power. In order to reclaim his power, he needs her to become his thief, his spy, and an assassin to help him create the empire that he dreams of. I was very much down for the epic fantasy portions that struck out of me in the synopsis and make it dark with all the quests and all the sacrifice. It's very much up my alley, so very excited to get into this. I'm always down for some defiance to the norm, so yes, kudos to the main character if they decide to go on a different path. And to build off reoccurring themes in the books that I have for this book haul, the next book I have is Dance of Thieves. This is another book that has been on my wish list and I've been eyeing for ages. It definitely seemed like something I would love because I didn't know this about the book before I bought it today, but it does follow different points of views, and I love that in books. All of my favorite books, well, okay, maybe not all of them, but most of the books that I absolutely enjoy or that I rate 4 or 5 are different points of views or like multiple POV books. So I always adore the complexity of hearing so many different thoughts, and it always makes me super interested to continue reading on. And then couple that with the fact that there's impending doom on the entire world and its people. I mean, I just can't stray away from having that simple concept bringing me so much pleasure. So yes, this book is very much a bunch of casts and characters who are unlikely to ever partner up, but partner up and they go on this quest to accomplish something, and I just absolutely love books, stories like that, so very much looking forward to reading Dance of Thieves. The next few books that I have are mysteries and thrillers, and that is another genre that I want to branch into more and give you all recommendations for on my channel because it's usually fantasy heavy, but I've been absolutely loving the mystery and thriller genre. If you all have any recommendations, leave it down in the comment section down below for me so I can continue reading them and giving you all more recommendations. I'll start with the first book, which I feel like is more popularized or more seen on the mystery thriller sections, especially in young adult, and that is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Again, this was another book that I've been eyeing, but I never felt like I wanted to buy it full price, so I was very glad to pick this up and have the opportunity to also obtain it today. The story begins with an event that happened 5 years prior where a high school student was murdered by her boyfriend, and her boyfriend ended up killing himself after he murdered the girlfriend. And now, 5 years later, we're following the main character who is trying to dig up more information on why this event happened and how this event has led to so many consequences in her town. As she uncovers and unearths secrets that pertain to this event, someone out there knows that she's doing this and is trying to not have these secrets come out. So as she tries to get more answers, someone is trying to make sure those answers do not go public. So that's what we're gonna go read in A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. So very excited and looking forward to reviewing this for you all. Next two books that I got on Barnes & Nobles, I've never seen anyone talk about. I've never seen it circulate on any social media platforms, and I really only bought them after reading their synopsis on the covers. And like I said, these are mysteries and thrillers, and part of me wanting to review more of those was trying to diversify my reads in the genre as well so that I can build up a repertoire on what I like and don't like from mysteries and thriller books. So one of the books that I got is called Neverworld Wake, and the synopsis of this book follows a group of friends who go on a weekend trip, and of course all things start going wrong as there's a huge storm, they're stuck together, and then this mysterious man comes up to the cabin that they're staying at and gives them this huge ultimatum that can't be resolved. That ultimatum is that out of this group of friends that went on this weekend vacation, one of them will live and the rest of them have to die, and they need to vote, and it has to be unanimous. And to somehow make this matter worse, they're forced to relive this day over and over and over until a unanimous vote happens. And what gravitated me towards this book was the fact that it wasn't that one person would die and everyone else would live. It was that one person lives and everyone would die. So imagine you being the one person that lived after knowing that everyone else, all of your friends, are dead. I can't even fathom how they come to a decision, so I'm so interested to read the ending of this book. And the last book that I got at Barnes & Nobles was Craven Manor, and honestly, I honestly have to say this, I only got this book because it had Manor in it, and I don't know why I gravitate towards like very dark, abandoned manor type books or books that feature dark abandoned manors. I don't know why I like always gravitate towards those stories. And so here's the story about an abandoned manor that now gets occupied because the main character, Daniel, was looking for a new start, and so when a mysterious man slides a note under his door telling him to be the new groundskeepers for this abandoned manor, he's like, yeah, why not be a groundskeeper to an abandoned old manor and just live there. So when he arrives at the estate, he's like, you know, the door's cracked open, the windows look eerie, and the estate looks very much abandoned, but you know, I'm just gonna continue staying here and we're gonna have a great time. So for some reason, Daniel's like, you know, things will be great here to have a fresh start, and so he moves himself into the little cottage of the manor and he's living his best life in this abandoned estate. And then he realizes he's not alone after all, because one of the lights in the actual manor itself flicks on, and he's like, yeah, I don't think I'm by myself here. So unfolds a terrible secret about the manor that I have the pleasure to start reading about and finding and figuring out, because I absolutely love the concept of just the scariness of an abandoned manor and staying in it, and then a candle flicks up. I mean, it's honestly horrifying for me personally, but you know, I'm interested to learn about the story of Daniel. But alright everyone, that was all the books that I have for you in this mini book haul. I hope you found some new books that you might want to pick up. If you're on a book buying ban, I'm so sorry that this book came to you at this time, but I hope you enjoyed the video nonetheless. But I hope you got some new books that you want to eye and peruse the next time you're out of your book buying ban and you're ready to go shop for books again. Let me know in the comment section down below which one of these books that you might be picking up next. And again, thank you so much for watching this video and spending time with me as I share some books for you all in this mini book haul. You are so appreciated, and until next time, bye y'all!